Alright guys, moment of truth. Got all the bolts off of it. Let's see what's inside. Sit this down over here. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This morning we dropped off the truck at the Chevy dealer to get diagnosed. Lately, whenever it goes into 4-cylinder mode, I've been hearing a little bit of a banging noise, and sometimes it's followed by a rattle. I have no way to put it in a 4-cylinder mode here at my house. I don't have a lift to put it up on and try and diagnose it, and it only happens in 4-cylinder mode. So I took it into them, and they said that they think that there's something wrong at the bottom end. I think it's just the cylinder deactivation lifters. So we're gonna go pick it up and we're gonna take it up to my parents. I can't do it here right now. The garage is obviously full and I'm not gonna do it out in the driveway. So I'm gonna take it up to my parents today. And maybe today, maybe wait till next week. Either way, it'll still be in a coming up video. We're gonna be doing that delete on it. But I'm just gonna take it up there today. I'm gonna limp it up there. Hopefully it makes it. But I'll do a little bit of a comparison too. I'll do the fuel economy of it right now on the way up, and then I'll do it on the way back after we've deleted the DOD to see, if you're considering doing the DOD delete, maybe nothing's wrong with yours, and you just want to do it for reliability, but not sure what it'll do to your fuel economy. I'll try and figure that out for you guys and show it to you. But yeah, we're gonna go pick it up right now and then try and limp it up. All right guys, so this is the truck we were talking about. This is my 07 Silverado. It's a Z71, so it's 4-wheel drive. It's got the 4L60E. But yeah, we've been having some DOD issues, or AFM issues, if you will. I drove it about, I'd say 250 miles in 4-cylinder mode. We got, grab these keys. Don't mind the service tire monitoring system. Right. We were getting 17.1 miles per gallon. And the truck has 193,858. But we're gonna do this again on the return trip once the truck has been, that has had the DOD deleted. And we'll see if it gets better or worse. I'm gonna guess it'll probably get a little bit better since we're redoing the top end mostly. And the truck has 193,000 miles on it, so we'll see. All right guys, it is the next day. I took the truck up to my parents. They have a lift and a barn that we'll be able to work in on the truck end. I don't have the room inside of here, and I surely don't want to do it out in my driveway. So I figured we'd just take it up there. They have a lift and a pole barn, a little bit more warmth. It's cold, it's the middle of December. So we'll do it there. I think we're gonna do it next week. I'm gonna be posting this video, and then I think the weekend after this video is posted, I'll be doing it. So I should be posting it the Monday after the actual disassembly and starting into the install. But we'll get to that soon. So the kit that we went with on the Silverado for the DOD delete is the AMS Racing budget kit. The only thing that doesn't come in the budget kit that comes in the normal kit is the exhaust manifold gaskets and the valve cover gaskets. Now I've already replaced the valve cover on the driver's side because they're known to have a breather issue. The breather has no way to keep the oil from getting into it, and then it ends up sucking it into your intake manifold and burning more oil than normal. So I've already solved that issue, replaced that valve cover with the updated GM part number and that gasket. Now the only other gasket would be the passenger side valve cover, which doesn't leak, and I don't think it's gonna leak from us removing it. If it does leak in the future, I'll just replace it. I already ordered the exhaust manifold gaskets, which are actual GM parts I ordered, and altogether it still came out cheaper to order the budget kit from their normal kit. I'm not sure the exact price, but it was cheaper. So for me, it was a much better idea to go with the budget kit. Now, sadly, I don't have the kit with me here. It shipped up to my parents. I've already seen it, already unboxed it, and I will say that it was, very good to work with them. Super easy, super fast shipping, and everything came as it should. It came in genuine GM sealed boxes, so it's all good quality parts, it's GM, but we won't go into that. But it all seemed really good quality. I would definitely go with them again. If you're looking at going with AMS Racing, I wouldn't hesitate. It seemed very good. Obviously, we'll see as it goes, but I wouldn't even blame them at this point because it is all GM parts. So if any of the parts have any sort of defects, you know, it's going to be slightly on GM, but I'll be going through them obviously because I got the parts from them and I'm sure they're good to work with. Hopefully we don't have to figure that one out. Now the kit came with a non-DOD camshaft. I believe it's for the 07 to 17, 48, 53s, 60s, and 62s. At least that's what it says when you research the part number. I'm not sure how accurate that is because obviously that's a wide span of engines, but it's a non-DOD camshaft for a 5.3. Comes with LS7 lifters, the Valley cover for non-DOD applications basically covers up those little galleys, the oil galleys in the block so that they're not used anymore. And then it comes with your head gaskets, head bolts, the Valley cover bolts, a crank bolt, and I think a little bit more hardware, I can't remember, timing chain cover, gasket, water pump gaskets, so on and so forth. So it has most of the stuff that you'll need. I did, again, order the exhaust manifold gasket separate, and you'll need to do that also. I doubt you're going to be able to reuse those. But yeah, that's what comes in the kit. I also ordered on the side a brand new oil pump. We're going to be taking the oil pump off, so we might as well just replace it. It's got 194,000 miles on it, so to me it's not worth not taking, you know, the extra step just to replace it. It's worth the security to me. And then we got, what else did we buy? Oh, we got a 07 Duramax oil pan plug, the oil plug for the bottom of it, which is a weird thing you would think, but the oil pressure regulator that sits inside your oil pan, it actually is the same thread as the same year Duramax that this is coming out of. So I just ordered an 07. I think most of the Duramax oil pans, the oil pan bolts are all the same. So you can just order any of those to my knowledge. But I ordered an 07 Duramax oil pan plug, and that's going to be going where that oil pressure regulator was inside of the oil pan. And then I got an oil pan gasket since we'll be having to take that off. But yeah, I think that's everything that we got for it. I'll go into a little bit more. I'll actually do a little bit of an unboxing with you guys when we're back up there this coming weekend to work on it. But yeah, that's it. All right, so since this video is a little bit shorter, I'm going to remove this oil pan off of the Coyote. I got this second hand off of a guy. He bought it off of eBay. He told me that it was in good shape. It was still on the pallet when I got it, so he hadn't really done anything with it. But I got it for an amazing deal, so I was a little bit hesitant. It turns over just fine, and I've had the valve covers off, and everything inside of it looks like it's got very low miles on it. But you never know. I don't want to get this thing into the car, get ready to start it up, and find out that there's, you know, a hole in a piston or something. It'd be, you know, very unfortunate. So we're going to pull the oil pan off, make sure everything with crank and rods, and we should be able to see into the cylinders, see if the cross hatching looks good. From the top end, it looks like it has very low miles, but we're about to find out if the bottom one has very low miles or, you know, is very damaged. So stick with us, should be interesting. Let's get to it. All right, guys, we got it all flipped over. Looks very big in this position. Obviously, just displays the size of how big these modular Fords are, and they're super wide V design. But let's get this oil pan off. It's a bunch of 10s. I'm not going to bore you with that. I'm going to take them all off, and then I'll catch back up to you guys right as I go to pull it. All right, guys, moment of truth. Got all the bolts off of it. Let's see what's inside. Sit this down over here. And can't see anything. We're gonna have to get those two bolts off and that bolt off right there, and then we should be able to pick this up and off and see what's in the bottom end. All right, guys, we got the cover off, and everything in here looks to be in really, really great shape. You can't really see in the picture here, but I was looking at the cylinders, and those back two and the cross hashing and the cylinders is still there. And everything seems to be in great shape. This thing looks like it was a very low mile motor. Came out of an 11. So I assume it was wrecked either early on or it had very low miles when it was wrecked. And then this thing has sat for a few years because you can see some of the corrosion on the outside of the block and on the front of that cover, the timing chain cover. But the inside looks amazing. So that is a really good sign. We're gonna have to get a new gasket, but for now we're just gonna put that oil pan back on there. I'm gonna leave, I got the pickup tube down there. I'm gonna bag everything up after this, but I'm gonna leave the pickup tube off. I'm gonna pull this O-ring out, and eventually here in probably in the next few videos, we're gonna be taking this front timing cover off and doing this is your oil pump, and inside there, they have terrible gears from the factory. They're prone to breaking at higher RPM, and especially if you're running any sort of supercharger or power adder, they're known to break, and then they send shrapnel through your entire motor, and it's toast. So we're gonna be pulling that off, getting this, the front crank pulley off, and then getting billet oil pump gears put in, and I'll go through the whole process, torquing, sealing everything back up again in a coming video. But yeah, this is really good news, guys. Everything on the inside looks amazing. So all right, guys, so that's going to be it for this video. Here, coming up in the next video, probably this week, we're going to start tearing into that Silverado and replace all those lifters and that camshaft, so stay with us. If you guys are liking this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.